Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market, the last 24 hours have been very important. Why am I using this word? Because if you just notice, after we received a very strong push from Bitcoin and the entire crypto market, or Dogecoin was able to climb all the way to 18.5, then there was about 24 hours to 48 hours where we experienced a little bit of a sell-off, and now the recovery is starting to happen. As the sell-off was able to find a little bit of a support, you can see that clearly again we are trying to get over this resistance of 18.5, but there are some very good things happening. First of all, Trump is slowing down relating to tariffs. The trade war between China and Trump is also slowing down. At the same time, this is obviously going to be impacting the crypto market in a positive way as the uncertainty is slowly starting to fade away. The 90 days after 1st of April or 2nd of April are going to come to an end, and what kind of impact will that have? But before that, on the 7th of April, we will be getting the interest rate decision. Powell is not being kicked out by Trump yet, therefore the interest rate decision is going to be very crucial. The inflation is slowly starting to climb, therefore the chances of the interest rate coming down are very high. When the interest rate comes down, what does happen to the riskier assets such as Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, commodities? They all go off the roof. And if you just pay attention to this, Bitcoin miners locked in over 18 million in profits. His price surged 93,000. Even though there was a little bit of profit taking, the pullback was still eaten up, as let's just say by the dip was the event. And Dogecoin, as bulls reclaim control, will Doge see a reversal as Doge faces a death cross on the hourly chart? But there is a catch and a golden cross between the MVR ratio. Its 365-day could spark a new Bitcoin bull rally to its all-time high. There's a lot to cover today. Before we get into it, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with Dogecoin, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, and especially turn on your notifications so you can stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. And right there, slap a like on the video, just update to bargo, then push the video to more people. More people are paying attention to what's happening to Dogecoin. They decide to buy into it. It starts backing up, and all of us make a lot of profit. Now, first of all, I just want to show you guys this. This is very, very interesting if I just put it into a daily chart. As you can see that again, today, we did actually go ahead and retest close to 18.64. Now, after this retest, it was rejected again, but this time around, you can see that the pullback did not actually fall all the way down to 17 cents to find the support. It was able to find the support here, clearly suggesting that we are in a very strong uptrend, and breaking above 18.6 is going to send Dogecoin into another atmosphere. Why am I using this word? Because if you just look at the precious metal, gold and silver, they're down about 2 to 3% just in the last 24 hours, clearly suggesting a little bit of profit taking is happening, and that money is actually flowing into other industries, including crypto. I mean, if you just see the amount of money that's actually flowing in, I mean, the market cap is up about 3%, and that 3% is huge. And let me show you meme coins. Meme coins is going to be the driving factor. A lot of people are waiting for this, and you can see that Trump, which is a coin, was up about 70%. But again, if you just look at the trading volume, even though Trump is greater than Dogecoin currently, Dogecoin is still able to sustain itself much better. Those are the two tokens or two meme coins which majority of the whales, or you can talk about retail investors, which are paying attention to. But overall, Dogecoin still has a strong potential to be able to make a strong recovery. Now, if we talk about the open interest, it's up another 4%, slowly starting to climb over and get closer to the 1 billion mark. If Dogecoin is able to climb over the 1 billion mark, there will be a very strong chance that we will be seeing an explosion, because the open ratio, well, it's still in favor of long traders with 66.59%, but overall the market is still in sentiments which are turning green. Now, this 5 trillion asset manager Fidelity says Bitcoin supply on exchanges is dropping due to public company purchases. Now, if this is not bullish, I don't know what is. That's all I'm going to say, because public companies, first of all, buying into Bitcoin expecting a good return. Why is this a good deal? Because a lot more money will be flowing into the crypto market. Secondly, another thing is the money is actually flowing out of exchanges. You know, whenever the money flows out of exchanges, the chances of, you know, that money being held for the long term into the Bitcoin market is much greater. and Federal Reserve withdraws crypto activity reporting requirement for banks. Now this is huge because, I mean, if you just want a little bit of explanation, this is a simple answer from Grok. Hey, no finance expertise needed. The Federal Reserve just made it easier for banks to work with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Before, banks had to tell the Fed about any crypto activities like holding or trading it. Now they don't need to report this upfront, which could mean more banks offering crypto services like buying Bitcoin through their bank app. This might make crypto more mainstream, but since crypto prices can swing widely, there's a risk, so be careful. Think of it like teacher letting kids play with the new toy without asking permission. More fun, but you got to be careful. Now this is huge because the Federal Reserve actually taking away this big stuff that the banks had to do. This will definitely help more flow money into the crypto market, and Bitcoin ETFs are seeing a renewed demand with a positive inflow starting to pick up. This inflow is huge, just to give you guys an idea, because the amount of money that's actually coming in from these ETFs is crazy. As before it was quite high, about 45,000 Bitcoin, but currently it's finally getting into the positive sign, clearly showing that in the near future we will be experiencing a big flow. And China may shift from US Treasury towards gold and crypto. Now we all know as soon as the trade war started, the first thing China was actually heading towards was selling the US Treasury, which will cause the US markets to crash. And let's just say they do not want to invest in that anymore. The thing that they're looking forward to is actually gold and crypto, which is going to be very good for the crypto market as the amount of money that can flow in. One of the Bitcoin most popular indicator emerges as whales add 19,000 Bitcoin to their holdings, and Central Bank of Russia updates digital ruble road plan. Now it's going to be close to 2026, so there's going to be a little bit of wait, but this is still a big deal. And technical analysts forecast Dogecoin price will surge to 90 cents, not far from where we're sitting currently. And 270 million liquidated from the crypto market in 24 hours. Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, and Doge lead the market recovery. I mean, the market recovery is quick. And let me tell you one thing, if the market keeps recovering at this rate and Bitcoin's able to make it to its all-time high, you will be seeing that random altcoins would explode. The first thing is, if you just look at the altcoin season indicator, it's still in a very low end, so it's clear that altcoins are not doing some big deals. But if Bitcoin is able to climb to a very high level and then it's able to consolidate, it will give a lot more opportunity for majority of the altcoins to show a positive result. And Federal Reserve withdraws 95% of its anti-crypto guidance, and this is the reason why a lot of people were estimating that crypto will do very well after Trump gets into office, because more money will be able to flow into crypto without any hassle. But overall, the market is still in a very good condition. You just need to be a little bit patient and you should be seeing some good gains. Other than that, have a great day and I'll see you soon.